Hey folks, Vic here with your weekly trade video for Friday, May the 1st of 2020. A new month is upon us. We had another decent week of trading, and in this video I'm going to share all the trades and show you exactly how they were handled. And I'll show you the screenshots that Darko posted in our premium service charts area, that show exactly how he managed some of these trades and how they were setting up in the first place. Listen, after many years of doing this and having Darko post these trades in his pre-market analysis videos, his PMA videos, ahead of time for over 2 years now, we know that these techniques can genuinely help you. And of course, Darko does this in real time, right? Not in hindsight, does it in front of everyone. So what you're seeing here is very real, not fake or, what you should have done or what you could have done. Okay, none of that, right? So let's take a look at the trades from this week. Okay, so here are the trades we've had this past week up until Thursday, April 30th. That's when I'm recording this. And let's go through them. Euro CAD right here. And notice the notes that I make here. Some were filled, some not. Price hit an opposing level on the hourly, risk removed and or take profit. Let's go have a look and see what Darko had posted. This is in our CC premium chart service area. It's really so nice because you get a visual picture. Look at this. Price was way up here when he talked about buying it way down here. How's that, for calling it in advance? And then you go to the trade management on this, and let's go to the Euro CAD. Here's part one. Look where it hit. Right exactly where we're looking to buy it at right here that he had posted in it way ahead of time in his PMA. Filled, and as price moves up, you move your stop from here up to here. We don't sit there and take a full loss, and that's a big deal, okay? So price comes up. Look at this level that's marked here. Let's go to part two of this. It's right here. And what's he have to say here? By the time we hit our first opposing level right here, okay, of resistance, because you see all the support in here, and it broke it, it becomes resistance. That's why we watch these levels. We were up 60 pips. So first part scaled out. The rest was stopped out as price came down. No problem. That's you lose on the second half, or your break even or loss, wherever your stop is at here, but you made money here. And that doesn't mean, don't forget our second profit target is going to be way up here off of a daily level, so you can certainly get 2 to 1, 3 to 1, higher than that, depending on how you manage the trade. Let's go to the next trade. What do we have here? It was the Kiwi Swiss. This was a really good, this is a swing trade. And I'll just show you that one here. This one kept going up. It was a really good. We actually started showing this in other videos earlier this week, but it just kept going. So we just kept following it along. Let's go up to here. And so here was part one of that trade. I'll just quickly review this for you. Darko had already posted that to look to buy it right at this level right here, okay? At the edge, top edge of this gray box. And it got filled. Okay, so now we just sit there and we watch and we see what happens. So we go to part two, which is right here. And I'm sorry for it's very compressed right here, but it reacted up in here, so he reduced the risk. Okay, you can pause this recording and just read these notes. Part three, which is right here, shows a little bit more detail. So once price reacts like this, we don't sit there risking this much, and we move it up, right? And we're looking up at this level here for obviously for resistance. And if we go to part four, what happens? We hit that level. Look at that. Scaled 50% for 43 pips. I'm going to leave my stop where it is, right down in here, in case it retraces, because sometimes it'll come back and then go back up, and it can stop you out and then reverse on you. So no matter what, he's got a winning trade here. Okay. So let's go have a look at part four, which is right here. And what? Oh, I'm sorry, that was part four. Let me show part five. And this got hit later on. I think that was actually today on this. And this was up 120 pips. Look at this level in here. That's look at the support and then resistance right here. And then, so 120 pips. And that ends up being overall more than a 2 to 1 reward risk trade. The nice thing about taking your profit down like in these other areas in here is that you get the trade funded. That means you've been paid. And now you can go for a much higher price with just leaving it and just following it up there. And I'll just show you what's happened to that trade. Where is it? Kiwi Swissy right here. Look what happened since this profit was taken up in here. It's all coming off here. That's why it's so important to pay attention. It's the end of the week and end of the month and all that. Don't be afraid to take profit, okay? What else do we have here? Next one is the pound Swissy. That was just a losing trade. It was posted and it was right here. Just show it to you. Nothing you could have done about it. It's just one of those ones that it's a probability loss. Pound Swissy, where the heck? Right here. It was looking for a sell up into here, but a stop over here, and that trade just kept going up. And then what did I say beside that one? I don't think there was any chance at all to do anything. Filled after the London close. That's the only thing about it. It was an hour and 45 before the FOMC rate release, but we just called it a loss. I mean, you know, you can say in hindsight what you think, but that's in real time. This is what happened. So we lose 0.5 to 1 reward risk. Okay, no big deal. And then the one today is the Kiwi US dollar, New Zealand US dollar. Let's have a look at that one. Let's go back to the day trade. And New Zealand US dollar is a set and forget long. Looking to buy it right here for a move to the upside. And Darko never got a chance to put the trade management in on this one, but it's really obvious. And I'm going to show you on my charts right here. If we go to the New Zealand US dollar, here's the hourly. Here was the fill. How was that for a fill? I mean, it was unbelievably good. And in fact, if you look at my notes here, some were filled, some were not. Look, I try to be as transparent as I can about this. That's the truth. Some were not filled. They missed it in the spread. Some were filled. The opposing level was hit on the hourly. Profit equals the initial risk. So this is another winning trade. We don't lose when that happens. See this resistance level? You don't sit there and lose when that happens. You get the risk out of the trade. And again, you know, the final target is much, much higher off of a daily chart. So you can still do super well. So, so that was it for the week. You know, I hope that gives you a better understanding of what we do and how we trade. Okay, we actually, you know, the beginning of this month, the beginning of April was actually a poor start for us. Although the losses that we had were often mitigated losses. Right? We don't risk more than 0.5% of our account in the first place on any trade. That's what we recommend. So when you mitigate, it means that we're able to reduce the risk so that we don't lose the entire 0.5% of our account. And this makes a gigantic difference when it comes to recovering losses. Okay, huge difference. By the way, I meant to say that, you know, there's different ways to manage trades. And rather than scaling out, you may elect to not do that and instead just remove the risk and go for the higher target with your entire position. You know, what we show are just guidelines, but ones that are proven to be very, very effective. So those are our trade results from this past week. You know, all this trading performance that we show is a result of just one thing, and that is having a trading plan. If you don't have one, you're not going to make it. You're going to be winging it and staring at your computer every day, not really knowing what to do with any kind of confidence. And this is what makes Darko's PMA videos so powerful. Just watch them. Just watch them, follow them, understand them, right? And give yourself sufficient time to actually learn this stuff and internalize it so it becomes second nature. And you do that, you're well on your way to becoming an independent trader, which is what we all want to see. So I hope you like this video, and if so, we would be tickled pink if you would give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. And be sure to follow us and click that little bell when you do so that you'll be notified whenever we put out a new video, because actually this past week, Darko put out 2 extra videos, which were great, so I hope you were able to watch those. Take care, everyone. You know, I know this is a difficult time right now for so many people, but, you know, keep the faith. We're going to get through this. And if we can help in any way, maybe becoming part of our community, we'd sure love to help you with that and have you with us. But in any event, stay strong, and we'll see you guys all next week with another weekly trade video.